Matthew 5 verses 44 to 45. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 to 6. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. 1 John 3 verse 16. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. John 15 verses 12 to 13. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. 1 Corinthians 13 verses 1 to 2. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. 1 John 3 verse 18. Dear children, let us not love with words or speech but with actions and in truth. John 13 verse 34. This is my command: love each other. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. 1 John 4 verse 20. If anyone says, I love God, yet hates his brother or sister, he is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother and sister, whom they have seen, cannot love God, whom they have not seen. Matthew 22 verse 39. Love your neighbor as yourself. Romans 13 verse 8. Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another, for whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. Ephesians 4 verse 2. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. 1 Peter 4 verse 8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Romans 12 verse 10. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. 1 John 4 verse 8. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. 1 John 4 verse 7. Let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. 1 John 3 verse 23. And this is his command, to believe in the name of his Son, Jesus Christ, and to love one another as he commanded us. 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14. Do everything in love. 1 John 3 verse 11. For this is the message you heard from the beginning: we should love one another. John 13 verse 34. A new command I give you: love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. Corinthians 16:14. Let all that you do be done in love. Colossians 3 verse 14. And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. 1 John 4 verse 12. If we love one another, God lives in us and his love is made complete in us. Matthew 5 verses 43 to 44. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Matthew 22 verses 37 to 39. He answered, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it: love your neighbor as yourself. Romans 13 verse 10. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. Matthew 22 verse 37. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. 1 John 3 verse 18. Let us not love with words or speech but with actions and in truth. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13. Now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.